Hello again, welcome back to the kitchen. There are two sorts of designer in this world. The one gets up every morning, determined to make the world a better place, determined to design something that just makes the world a nicer place to be in for everyone, that solves a problem. The other sort of designer doesn't care. The other sort of designer just designs whatever they're told to, down to a price, lets committees get in the way, and doesn't care about compromise not one bit. And I think it's the second sort of designer that designed this little kettle here. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some good features. Capacity of water, great feature. It's got enough in here for 4 or 5 cups of coffee, which is great. It boils water, which is always key in a kettle, and it does so pretty quickly. It's got it's quite nice inside because it's easy to clean. You don't know whether you can see that, but there's a bit of scaling, but you could get your hand in there and clean it if you so wish. And there's a filter as well, which is easy to get out. That's a good feature. And all in all, it's fairly easy to keep clean, which is nice. So it's suitable for a number of uses, you might think. However, there are two really irritating features of this kettle. The one is this catch. This catch has a spring, a very weak spring in here, and I think it's in the design process when a committee got involved and they decided to buy the weakest, cheapest, nastiest little spring they could find. And it basically forces these two prongs here, to come forward and engage with the lid catch. Well, that's what they're supposed to do. However, because things expand and because the spring is very weak, it doesn't usually do that. So it doesn't take too many presses before the thing stops working. Now, in order to detect that it has boiled, it needs that lid to be down. So what you'll often find is you'll leave it to boil and you'll come away and the blessed lid will have risen up and it will just be spouting steam into the kitchen. Great? No, it's not great. So then you push it down and you get scolded by the steam. So yeah, I've had this thing apart about 5 times in the last couple of months just to fix that blessed catch. And no amount of WD-40, alternative springs, nothing will make it work better. So design down to a price, I hate it. The other feature is this. I can't work out whether it's what part of this that causes it to stick. But a lot of the time, especially on a cold day, you pick it up and it will come up with the pad. Irritating as anything. Yeah. So, not a brilliant design. Other than that, I like the placement of the handle. It does make it easy to pour. And even with my trembling hands, it's fairly decent to use. The switch lights up. And it's it's pretty good, but when it comes to boiling water, but you can't leave it alone. Let's give it some proper water, shall we? Okay, time for an unboxing video. I don't usually watch these sort of things myself, but here we go. You might have seen the previous video, the kettle we hate. Well, part of our kitchen upgrade, we're upgrading everything that's broken, so the missus decided we're going to get another kettle. And this one is a Daewoo 1.7 easy fill kettle. 1.7 litres rather. So you get what you get for your money. Prices may differ, so I'm not going to bother quoting those. Suffice to say, the missus doesn't like paying full whack for anything, so I'm sure it was a bargain. You get your base. Yeah, you know what I think about those bases. It might be okay. And you get your kettle. And there's a manual. How hard can it be, really? And this one is lovely glass, and so you can see all the way through it. And you can see the level. That is beautiful. It's got a nice weight to it. And there is, it's a lift out lid. That's kind of nice. Unlikely to pop off. And I've got the spring loaded catches here. We'll see how long they last. Don't know whether you can pick them out in this light. Let's see if we can get some light on the subject. This might be better. Yeah, spring loaded catches. There are 3 of them though, and they feel pretty well spring loaded. Marked comparison to our other old kettle. Push that into place. See through the top. Oh look, there's a wee what that's for. It's kind of fun. Little flap. I suppose you could pour things in without taking the lid off, can't you? Isn't that cute? Okay. And then yeah. Also worth noting, lovely manual. In lovely clear font. With decent pictures. Can't knock that. And clear instructions for idiots who don't know how to use a kettle. You know, with obvious things like don't leave it outside. Yeah, don't leave it outside. It's going to get nicked. It's nice. Yeah. Welcome again. So we've got a brand new kettle. This one has a lovely, as you can see, it's see-through, so you can see what's in it. It's also got an easy fill nozzly flap thing, so you don't have to open the lid. If you do open the lid, it's got 3 catches, which you may or may not be able to see. One's here, one's here, one's here, and they're properly spring-loaded the way it should have been in the first place. The other kettle we had is in the bin. This one's made by Daewoo, of course, and nice, easy to carry handle, good, tough glass. Easy to pour, easy to see it's clean, and it lights up. I think it's up to 3 kilowatts, so it boils pretty quickly, and you've got the magic of watching it boil. Best of all, the lid does not pop off. I'll let you know how it goes with this one.